building you're going to miss. We are at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation, here are your Dallas Cowboys.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have. You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Cowboys territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He loses the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And that right there is why they coach you to never give up on a play, Brock. Recover the fumble, and he's able to get him the first down, too. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Hurts. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First down, a run with Barkley. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts looking to throw. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. They're on the road, but still favored coming into this one. And they quickly made a mockery of that home field advantage, Brock, with an opening drive TD.
Just kind of playing like a team, right? That just knows it. They believe in themselves. They've got that athletic arrogance and confidence coming into this building. They can't wait to take the home crowd right out of it.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing. Jake
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, well, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Going to the ground again on first. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by the rookie Andrew Makuba.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Dak now from the gun. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish up their opening drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Bigsby with the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Hurts. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Back out come the Cowboys for their 2nd drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the gun is Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
The Eagles into the nickel, 3rd down coming. They draw it up for him. And they only get a couple when they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Jukes away from one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
From the gun on third down, Hurts. He throws a boom. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give him 38 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
38 yards on the play. First down, Eagles.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. But the QB just nailed it.
Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So second down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And works it down to the edge of the red zone. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this third and 7. They'll air it out on third. Making the call himself. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Quinn Williams on the stop. A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on fourth down. That's the end of the first quarter. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. And they are passing on the field goal attempt. They're going for this on fourth down. They motion a receiver left. They'll go. Hurts. And he's caught. He's got ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And an Eagle first down.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Cowboys 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Tolbert now to return it. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Completed over the middle. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Prescott to sneak it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
So 1st down from the 41. 1st down, here's Dak. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. He's right forward, halted after a couple of yards. Jahan Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
It's his running back. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 8 on that one, and that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Dak off the play fake. Looking to his fullback now. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Out left, Lamb makes the grab. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. QB sneak coming. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. On 4th down, Prescott's a throw. That's cut beyond the marker. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. All right, Brock, take me inside the helmet of a quarterback here. As you're laying there after taking that hit, are you asking your lineman? Are you listening to the crowd? What are you doing to find out if you made the connection?
Yes and yes and yes to all of that. You're listening to the crowd. That's kind of your first indicator as you're laying there. That roar, what is it? Is it a touchdown? Is it a pick? And then your buddies let you know right away as they pick you off the ground, and that is a hit you will take for 6 every time.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Bigsby with the return. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Barkley got hit, and he lost the football. The Cowboys scoop it up. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Another run for Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys parlay the turnover into a lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Xavier Gibson now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. They've got first down here from the 36. Hurts throwing again. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the 6.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Some room to work. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. It's a sneak, Hurts. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak.
Kate, I think 2 things were at play here. Not just the brute force to get it done on the QB sneak, but also the element of surprise to run it on first down. Job well done.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Tolbert now to return it. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And at 45 seconds left, the clock isn't exactly their friend, Brock, but still enough time to put a quick drive together. First and 10 from the 32. Dak now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Second down now, 7 to go. Prescott here from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Prescott now on third down. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Brian Anger on now to punt. He's brought down before the return gets far. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On first down, Hurts. Over the middle and complete to Goddard. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end, just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Hurts on first down. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
46-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's Hurts. Cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Back to throw it. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. And he will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the third. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Completed here to Tolbert. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Screen here for Williams. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Dak to the air here. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Another throw for Prescott. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And that brings up 4th and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Eagles, first down. A gain of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Receiver in motion, going left. First down throwing for Hurts. He's got Smith. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hurts yet again. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
So rather than try a tough 51-yarder, they're going for it on 4th down. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
So simple, yet so hard to defend, Kate. They line up, they play smash mouth, and they get the first down.
1st and 10 from the 32. Zone read give here to Barkley. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Malik Hooker with the tackle. And they're whistling for a stop here. That's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts now from the gun. He's going to tuck it and run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
3rd and just 2 to go. he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Quick throw is caught. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. And puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Cowboys 21.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go with Williams on the counter. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Dak out of the pistol. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Williams net. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. They had surprise and size on that run, Brock, and neither worked. He's cut down behind the line. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed, and you get that...
Yeah, Brian Schottenheimer saw that last play a little differently. He is challenging the ruling on the field.
Under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
All right, so a good challenge by Brian Schottenheimer as the call is overturned. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Here's Prescott. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on third down. Third and long for him here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. So we're through 3 here. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. First down now, ball at the 33. Going left side, Williams with it. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's second down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
5 still to go here. This is second down. They stay on the ground with Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Dak now from the gun. It's on target to Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Cowboys first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Well, there's another one to Williams. Escapes the defender. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Prescott to throw. Dump-off caught by his back. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Here's second and goal from the 6. Dak throwing again. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.